Hey everybody, I'm Shoshi and welcome back to my crazy little ShoshieLand. It has been a while since I've done a video. It's been a crazy few months, year. I'm gonna get into that for another video, but today I'm going to be bringing you a long overdue haul. Some of it's makeup, some of it's clothes. You should still be able to find all of these products. They're not special edition, and the clothes are from Target, so I imagine they're probably still there. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to start with are two maxi skirts that I have got, and I love maxi skirts because of the psoriasis on my legs, which is much better, but I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. I still cover my legs, so maxi skirts in the summer are my freaking holy grail. They're cool, they're comfortable, you still can be sexy, you still can be covered. It's just a staple all year round, as we all know. So the first one was actually a gift from my mom, but she got it off Groupon, but it's a pretty standard maxi skirt. It's just this nice sort of taupe color, as you can see, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's just a maxi skirt, but I do want to show you the top. And if you see the top here, it folds over like yoga pants do, so it's so comfortable, and if you're wearing something that's a little shorter, it still gives you a nice finished look with that flipped over sort of yoga style. The material is extremely soft, but very, very breathable. So I very much recommend, if you're able to find something along these lines. If you can't find it on Groupon, again, it's a pretty staple type item, so it should be pretty easy to come across. And then again, it's this neutral, lovely taupe color. The second one I got is from Target. It's the same similar style, excuse me, my nose is running. It's the same similar style with that flipped over yoga top. It is by Morona, which is a style again, or a brand carried at Target. And as you can see, as I get it, oh, I'm trying to get it. It still has the nice flipped over top, but it's a straight on the top, so it's a straight line across, horizontal lines on the cross, and a chevron type pattern on the actual bodice of the skirt itself. So it's very slimming, it's very comfortable. Again, it's that very soft material, very versatile in what you can wear with it. Since it is black and white, I do believe that they had a navy and a white one as well. Just thought this one was a bit more versatile. Highly recommend it. Again, it's just your typical length of a maxi skirt, and I love them. Love them. So the next thing that I got a while ago, but since it's been forever since I've been able to do videos, is the Nudes palette. And I know that there's been a bazillion reviews on YouTube. Like everyone else, there are colors that are hit or miss, and I will go ahead and swatch them for you really quickly. The first one is this white color or cream color, and that's what it looks like on the finger. And if you swatch it on your hand, again, it's unfortunately not very pigmented. You can build it, but it's a bit chalky. I don't know if you can see that. It's right here. It's a bit difficult to see, especially since I'm freaking pale. So, because I have not been able to be out in the sun. So I apologize, because it's pretty much as white as I am. So yeah, you can't see it. I'm too pale, sorry guys. The next one is this neutral taupe, brown taupe color, and on your finger it looks just like this, and swatching it on your hand, it is this right here. It looks like a bruise on me and I apologize, but this is the color right here. It's a little bit difficult to blend out, but you can if you put it with a primer. It does work better. I do the Paint Pot by MAC, and I find that it works a little bit better, but I'm just a little bit disappointed with this palette, to be quite honest. I was excited when I saw it and hyped up about it, and it's alright to have. It's just not the best. I've heard the Sonia Kashuk one is better, so I definitely am going to try and get that, and when I do, I will let you guys know. The next one is this really nice natural skin tone, I guess is the best way to describe it. And again, on your finger, it looks really nice, and this one does go on a bit better. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swatch it since I am so pale. I'm going to try and build it to see if I can swatch it for you. Yeah, it's right here. I'm just so pale. I apologize. The next one is this shimmery cocoa color, I guess you could say. And I was really excited about this color. This is actually very nice. It's very, very pigmented, as you can tell. When you put it on, it goes on very creamy and very pigmented. It is a gorgeous color, one of the best in this palette. The next one is, again, another taupe color, just a bit darker than this one here. And I'll go ahead and swatch that for you. And again, it's just not that pigmented, but you can see that it's better than what the other ones were. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. You can build this one up easier than you can with the other ones, and you can see right here that it definitely is much more pigmented than this one is. I definitely use this color much more than I use this one because of the pigment issue. If I'm looking for a sheer, I'll use the other one, and in that regard it's kind of nice. So here is the next color. It's this sort of espresso type color. And this one is very pigmented. I'm very much like this color. It's definitely a good crease color, good for brown smoky eyes. Go ahead and swatch it on my hand for you. It goes on a little bit different. It has more of a gray undertone. It's not as pigmented as the one that's on your finger, but it is buildable, as you can see here. And again, it does have an espresso tone to it, but it has a gray undertone to it. So keep that in mind when you're using this particular color. Here's the next one, and it's again another, hence it's the nude palette. It's another sort of brown color, and here is this particular color. Again, it goes on the finger nice. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you. It has a bit of a shimmer to it as well, which I like, and swatching it on my hand, it goes on actually really nicely. It's not super pigmented where it's going to be too dark, but it's definitely a nice shimmer brown. It has more of a red undertone, as you can see. So it looks very brown when you're swatching it, or like when you're doing it on your finger, it looks a lot more brown. But when you swatch it, excuse me, on your hand, like I'm doing right here, you can see it comes in almost to a brick undertone, like a brick color. It's a beautiful color, but just keep that in mind because it does not look the same in the pan as it does when you're swatching it on your finger or when you're swatching it on your hand. So definitely swatch everything prior to using so you know how it's going to look on your particular skin tone, and how it's going to look for you, because obviously I'm really pale. It's going to look different on me than someone who is tanned. So here's the next color. It's just sort of a brown color, again, not quite chocolate, but let's say like a milk chocolate color. And let's go ahead and swatch this for you. I've got swatching. Here's what it looks like on the finger. Pretty true to color on the finger. Let's go ahead and swatch it on my hand. And on my hand, it definitely swatches better, but again, it has that red undertone. This whole palette seems to have either a gray or reddish undertone to it, so it's really important to keep that in mind when using this palette. It's very pretty, but again, it's important to keep that in mind when you're doing your eye looks. So here's the next one, which I thought would be a really pretty sort of nice lid color or highlight color. Go ahead and swatch this for you. It's very shimmery. As you can see, it's almost like a gold, but again, it's just not super pigmented. Let's see if we can see it since I am freaking pale. It is, can you see it? It's right here. Okay, so you can see it a little bit. This goes on with more of a yellow tone than what it's showing up on my particular finger. It comes off sort of more gold, as you can see on my finger. Let's put a little more on so you can get a better idea. But it has more of a gold sort of to it. But when you put it on, it definitely yellows out almost even into an orange color. So here's another one. This is more, again, of a chocolatey color. It does have a shimmer to it, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch that for you on my finger and then on my hand, of course. This is very, very pigmented. It's a very, very pretty color. Even on my finger, you can see that it does have the gray undertone. Let's go ahead and swatch it on my hand. And this one's very nice, but on the finger it looks gray, and on the hand, for me, it comes off with more of a red tone. But it's a beautiful color. This is one of the better colors that goes on. So there are two more colors. We're gonna go ahead and go to this one, which would be a fabulous highlight color, theoretically, but let's go ahead and test it out. So, not pigmented. You definitely have to build this sucker up. Not impressed, hate to say it. But it does have a shimmer. If you build it, it could be a nice highlight. I have a feeling, guys, this is not going to swatch on me because it's pale. I'm pale. I think it's darker than I am, but let's go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and try. You might be able to see a little. Oh, you can see it just a little. So you can see it there. It actually comes off a bit darker than what it is in the pan. This is it in the pan, as you see, and then this is it on my hand right here. So it comes off a bit different than in pan versus on me. But again, it is buildable. It is a shimmer to it as well, as you can see. So the last one I was really excited about, I thought this was going to be like a nice black, actually not too terribly dark, so you could still pull that sexy smoky eye look off without getting that jet black, which is really good for the day. So I went and swatched it, and this is what it came off as. I was uber disappointed, guys. You just would have thought that a black is not that hard to jack up, but sorry, Maybelline, this one was not your best. And so this is what it looks like on my finger. We'll go ahead and swatch it for you right here. And it goes on, as you can see, but it's still a bit streaky. When I have other blacks, it's still almost a grayish. It almost has a green tint to it to me. Maybe that's just how it comes off on me, but it's almost like an olive, versus in the pan, it comes off as this black color, but it does not play on the skin the same way. So, is it worth it? Really, it's up to you. You guys can decide whether it's worth it for you. I don't regret buying it. I use some of the colors in there. I just know what I've got to do with some, and pretty much they just really have to be used with a eyelid primer, especially to try and pull some of the pigmentation out of the other colors. So now let's move on to some of the other items that I got. I finally jumped on the bandwagon and got the Maybelline new Instant Age Rewind Eraser for dark circles. My color is, of course, real pale because I'm really pale. And this is the neutralizer. I really like this for covering dark circles. I was using my Fake Up before, which is a great product, and I actually still do use it. But I find that this one works better when coming up under my dark circles, because I have very, very prominent dark circles, especially from being ill, and I've got bags, so I find that I can cover my circles and then use another product to minimize the bags that are under my eyes. Love this product 100%. I'm gonna repurchase this. Love it. Worth all the hype that it's been hyped up about. So I got two drugstore mascaras. All of these are drugstore products, by the way. And the first one is the NYX Faux Lash. I have not tried it yet, so this is what it looks like. This is just in the black. If you have tried this particular product, here you go. If you guys have tried this particular product, let me know, and let me know if you like it. I've heard good, I've heard bad. I think I've actually heard more bad about it, which sucks. It's by NYX, but I guess we'll see. The one that I've been using recently is another one that has been seen a lot on YouTube. It's been sent in some of the boxes, as well as some of the gurus have received it, and then people are just buying it in general. And that is the Revlon Bold Lacquer Mascara. So when I first used this mascara, I was not impressed, but here's the key that I found to stop it from clumping. The wand, as I'm sure you've probably seen before, but if you haven't, I'll show it to you. It's just a very standard one, but when you pull it out, I don't know if you can see, it just is so thick on the brush. The key to making this work, and I'm using it today, and I have about 3 coats on, is take a tissue and really wipe it off. I know it kind of sounds counterintuitive, but the more product that's on there, the higher chance you have to clump on your lashes, and the harder it's going to be to build that up. If you wipe this off between each coat, including the tip, don't just wipe it on your bottle the way that a lot of people do, because that's not going to give you the desired effect. Take a tissue, wipe it, and that'll really allow you to get in and build the color up and build the length up. If you do that, you may actually like this product if you're finding you're having clumping issues. Now, I put it on this way as well as on this way on my lash to coat both sides of my lashes because I have shorter lashes, and again, I really don't have issues with clumping. So I like this now that I've sort of figured the trick out to it. And I got from a few more products from NYX, and I got the eyebrow, it's called the Auto Eyebrow Pencil Automatique, and this is in the brown color. As you can see, I will go ahead and swatch it for you. It's just a twist up, as you can see right here. It just twists up and down, and this is what the color looks like. So it's kind of like a reddish brown, and it can go on a little bit streaky. I have found though, now that I've played with this brush a little bit, if I put this, I have it on today, if I put this on first after I've brushed my eyebrows with a spoolie and just use really tiny short strokes, even though it's a lighter brown with a reddish tint, for me it works really well to extend this part of my eyebrow and even down here a little bit, and then I go in with the Benefits Brow Kit and I fill it in with that brown powder, the wax, brush it and use the concealer to frame it, and that's sort of how I get, as you can see, the look for my eyebrows today. If that's what you're looking for, super thick eyebrows just don't work for me at all, so I find that this is an alternative. Not the best, but better than what I had before. So I bought the NYX butter, I have a butter lipstick. I had bought 2 butter glosses, but I was at Pageant of the Masters, which is the living art production on Sunday, and naturally the one that was my favorite color rolled down the stadium, so I've got to go buy it again. But so I got this butter lipstick, and this color is BLS 16 Fun Size Mini, and this is what the color looks like. Really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you. Trying to get away from bruises. Sorry about the bruises, guys. I've been in the hospital and these are from IVs. I've got it here, a little bit on my hand, so and right here. So no, I didn't get beat up. I just got poked freaking a bazillion times in the hospital this last time. So anyway, getting back to this lipstick, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you right here. It is so creamy. The pigmentation is beautiful. I am in love with it. So the one that I have as far as the gloss goes that I didn't lose is the Butter Gloss. It's the Butter Me Up with Divine Gloss that feels like it melts on your lips, and it does. It's a fabulous product, and this color is Creme Brulee. Again, it's by NYX. Here's what it looks like. Go ahead and pull it out. It's just the typical doe foot applicator, as you can see there. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch it next to the Butter Lips, the Butter Lips lipstick. So you can see it's essentially the same color, but in a gloss form. It's a little bit more pinky or corally, I guess you could say, but the two just work fabulous together. Such a beautiful neutral. You can just stick it over anything to pop the color of it out, and I love it. And I had one that was more of that coral color. I do not remember the name of it. I am sorry, but I'm gonna repurchase it tomorrow when I go to CVS. So there's just a couple other items that I got. I found this Nivea lip butter. It is the Vanilla and Macadamia Kiss. So I found these in a 2-pack for maybe a couple bucks, $3 max. I cannot live without these, especially in the summer. I don't wear lipstick or lip gloss all the time, especially when I'm not wearing makeup, but I cannot go without something on my lips, and this is my go-to. I used to use the EOS little egg ones all the time. I think this is better and it's less expensive, so hell, you can't go wrong. Definitely recommend it. They do have it, I believe, in a strawberry flavor, but I've not been able to find it in the 2-pack, only the vanilla and macadamia, which smells amazing and tastes great and works really well. And then the other thing was, in one of my other videos I was showing you what I used for my skin as far as moisturizing, especially with psoriasis, and I've now found a really good go-to moisturizer, and that is the Nivea Extended Moisturizer Body Lotion. I love this product. It works fantastic. It's not greasy, it's light, but it's very moisturizing. One thing that I love about it is the locking mechanism on this. If you just turn it just like that, you can lock it to unlock it, so it's awesome to travel with. You don't have to worry about it spilling or pushing down. I am a freak when it comes to lotion. I literally put lotion on every single time after I wash my hands, and when I go to bed I put it on my hands and my feet, and when I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, like, I live with this stuff. I die without it, I think. So love it, highly recommend it. Not too terribly expensive. I don't believe it's any more expensive than Jergens or something along those lines, but way better. And the final item that I got, as you know if you saw that other video, I used Cetaphil to wash my face, and I had used another moisturizer for an evening moisturizer, which I loved. It was just really expensive. You use a little tiny jar of it for like 25 bucks, and I was at Costco and I had tried this Cetaphil moisturizing cream for dry and sensitive skin, which I've got, and I really liked it, and this was like 11 something at Costco. Obviously this is a much better bargain. I also find it doesn't break me out the same way that maybe some of the other ones do, and I'm really liking the Cetaphil line. Recommend it if you have psoriasis on your face, eczema, acne, just sensitive skin in general. It is very much recommended by my dermatologist, which is a really good dermatologist where I live, so I'm going for it. So that is the haul that I had for you that had been building up and I was not able to do. So thank you so much for being patient, and I hope that you enjoyed this haul. And please follow me on Instagram. My name is Shoshie_TV, as well as Twitter, which is ShoshieTV, and I will put that in the description bar below. If you have any products to suggest, any comments, any questions about any of the products that I've shown you, please don't hesitate to leave a comment or message me via Twitter or Instagram. I love talking to you guys. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and thank you again for stopping by my crazy little ShoshieLand. I'll see you next time. Bye.